go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kick it away and get this game going. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Alabama's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to. A matchup of two quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season. Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these two quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out and work against these defenses that they're facing and try to put up as many points as they can. He'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, but this is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The linebacker shifting around now. And the same runner's got it again. Making people miss. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
Loss of 2. Second down coming up.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Short pass finds the tight end. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Receiver in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Bringing pressure. But just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. The punt team making their way on the field. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. So Texas A&M's offense comes out for their first possession today. This is a running game that comes in on a roll. The top back, over 100 yards rushing, found the end zone multiple times. Clearly, he's going to be the focal point of the defense today, Kirk, you'd think, anyway.
Yeah, how much fun was it to watch this offense and watch him specifically, what he was able to do. Pretty much anything he wanted to do, he was able to capitalize on. Now, today, it's a different challenge. New game, new opportunity to showcase what he can do. And I think it's important that this offense show that they can do more than just run the football, because I think this defense is locked in to take him away.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Keeping it on the ground here. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made on the right side. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover during the opening drive. It's going to bring up fourth down. The Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. That's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Rice. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Third down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Alabama looking to convert on fourth down here. In the shotgun, handoff inside. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's got the first down and still motoring. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. And there's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Offense getting set. It's second down. And they hand it off to the back. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. Important second down play coming up. Handoff to the back. Has a path to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback. Bit soft up front, and it cost you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Off the play fake on first down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past.
Looking deep down the left side. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. Touchdown, Alabama. That's how you finish a play.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain. And the Aggies bring their punt team onto the field.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
The call for the fair catch here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. And looking to throw now on first down. Dumps it down in the back. Caught. Brought down, but broke the tackle. Produce a solid gain there. A completion sets up a second down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Grab behind the line. It's Rice. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Number 14, on to kick it away.
He'll field the punt. When he's got some space here. Touchdown, Aggies. 6 points for the special teams. Wow, so the punt returner all the way to the house to put his team in front now.
Well, that's one way to do it, right? You don't have to worry about your own offense putting points on the board when you get a score from the return team. 6 points on the board, heck of a return, and they're up.
And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Grab down the middle. It's Murphy. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
High completion makes it second and medium. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's caught, but out of bounds, so incomplete. Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. Caught inside the red zone and still running. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical into line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Love this play by this defensive back. Locating the football and going up and over the receiver to make that play.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Here comes a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. The Aggies come to the line in a hurry up.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Gets the first and still running. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And, Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And even Isaiah Spiller, good, tough blend of toughness and speed.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down mark. Offense moving closer to the line of game after that catch. The receiver makes the catch. That gain moves the ball to the 17, 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And the Aggies hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. And the player was down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout. And he bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 21, Alabama 7.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Play action here on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
With the catch, it's Rice. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
They're trying to sneak it for the first. Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. And here comes the punter onto the field.
On to punt it away.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
Minimum gain brought down short of the marker. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Now it's second down here. Takes the handoff again. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Deep shot toward the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown. Tie. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team gets the return to the ground. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Gets made on the out route. Timeout is called to tuck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes it hit?
It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Makes the catch downfield. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass caught. Can he get in? He will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And the running back takes the handoff. Breaks it open. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And here's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Back-to-back deep shots. And it's incomplete, a last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. First play of the second half was a handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain the run game, held him just 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch. And the tackle is made. But let's check out what this flag is about. So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
They'll hand it off. Some hard running there through a tackle. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He'll hand it off. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed by defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They're going to go for it. They keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Looking for a receiver. Pressure is coming. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff in a single back formation.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Tiny space at the 20. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Touchdown, Aggies. What an amazing comeback here. Look, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team was out there and booted away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The offense continuing to build momentum. It's 1st and 10. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
And it's good for a first down to the 36. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll go right back to him on first down. The running back has been busy today, but not much to show for it. The defense all over him again.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
So, 2nd down after the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this 4th down. Great job here by the D.
They'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Offense out there to start a new drive at 21. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 21. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. The Aggies will bring their punt team on the field. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run it here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Fires it to the wideout, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Boy, 3rd down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
And that will bounce and go out of bounds inside the 10. Great punt to pin the offense back. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Throw by the receiver. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quick throw complete to the tight end. The senior with excellent work after the catch.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter. Critical down in distances. And this guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game. Showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. They'll run it here. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in.
Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
21.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Murphy. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Hey, it's a nice way to start this drive off, but they've got a long way to go to be able to get this ball in the end zone. Then they got to get the ball back.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
Well, there's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. That'll start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Well, time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage.
Taking a shot deep down the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. 2nd and 10 here.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath. Tackle them inbounds and keep that clock moving.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Watch the spin move. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
And the point after is good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, they got it. The kicking team makes the recovery.
Hey, you're down a couple scores. This is an outstanding call to try to get this football back. That's the first step in coming back. Now, let's try to steal a score here and see if you can do it all over again.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
He flips it to the back across the middle. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Looking to throw yet again. Dumps it off to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Makes the grab on the move. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Alabama. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is that offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or loose football.
The offense recovers the fumble with the clock winding down. That would have been a crucial turnover. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. One man to the backfield and he'll get the football. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. They surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on third down and long. They stuffed that right at the line of scrimmage.
Bomb. It's good from 57 out.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. Looking deep for late game heroics. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Looking deep down the right side. It falls incomplete as the clock hits 0-0. That's it, game over. So what an entertaining battle here today, but in the end, Kirk, the #1 ranked team couldn't make enough plays to dodge the upset here.
Well, it's hard to have your fastball working every single week when you have that bullseye, and sometimes the pressure is just too much, and you make some mistakes that you don't normally do, and I think that's exactly what we saw today.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.